Welcome back to the channel. My name is Todd Joel, and in today's video, we are going to take a look at why Tennessee is quickly becoming one of the top states in the nation for people to relocate to. We're also going to take a quick look at how Knoxville fits into that picture within the state of Tennessee. Okay, let's get to it. So why is Tennessee becoming such a hot relocation destination within the country? Well, it really comes down to some real basic categories. And the first one of those is affordability. I mean, it's important to all of us that we live in an affordable area. I know over the past few years, we've seen the affordability within our entire country drop, and it's really created some issues for a lot of people. But when you look at the state of Tennessee overall and you compare it with other parts of the United States, Tennessee ranks very, very highly in affordability. Why is that? Well, we've done a lot of videos on different things that create this affordability in the state of Tennessee and dove deeper, and in the Knoxville area, you need to check those out on the channel. But it begins with the fact that we do not have a state income tax. That's a big deal. There are a few states in the country that do not have a state income tax, but there's very few. Tennessee's one of those fortunate states. First of all, don't have to have that taken straight off the top out of every paycheck at the end of the year, paying the state on top of the federal government. Job opportunities. I mean, if you're moving to a state, you want to go to a state that has job opportunities, right? And the state of Tennessee over the past 10 to 15 years has become a very business-friendly state. We're recruiting many industries and businesses and companies that are moving their headquarters here and manufacturing facilities to the state of Tennessee. The car industry is highly tied to the state of Tennessee right now. A lot of technology, the nuclear industry is highly tied to the state of Tennessee. There's a lot of job opportunities throughout the state of Tennessee. Now, the third category that I think is probably the most important at the end of the day is quality of life. Tennessee offers just a fantastic quality of life. And because it's a very diverse state, depending on whether you're out west, in central Tennessee or middle Tennessee or in east Tennessee, it varies a lot in its topography and in its lifestyle. But Tennessee has a really good quality of life. Overall, the state of Tennessee is very safe. Overall, it's sort of a laid-back state with a little less traffic than where you're probably coming from. You know, it gives you the ability to live in what feels like a more rural area and a slower pace of life, yet have access to what we talked about, great jobs and metropolitan areas. So quality of life here is great. We live in a state that has some of the most beautiful God-given scenery and amenities that we don't have to build. You know, they're already here, from our mountains to our lakes to those types of things. So the quality of life here in the state of Tennessee is just really good and very desirable for many of you when you're looking, you know, to relocate. Now, if you talk to a local, our quality of life that we used to have was slower. We had less traffic. We had all those things before the growth started. But at the end of the day, when you're looking for a place to live and relocate from, I mean, Tennessee is just a great state. It's a very central location within the country. A lot of interstate systems come together, especially here in East Tennessee. And so you have good access to the other parts of the country by car. Don't have to jump on a plane to be able to do that. It's very, very, very attractive. Next, what I'd like to do is take this discussion now and look more particularly at Knoxville, Tennessee. So let's go ahead and get that started. Let's jump in and look a little bit of why Knoxville itself has now become really, within inside of the state of Tennessee, the hidden gem, the place to be. And there are so many reasons for that. And the numbers are starting to reflect that when you look at migration patterns within the state of Tennessee of the people who are moving. So affordability is good. Our insurance rates here in Knoxville are really good. Our crime rate's low. So we have good insurance rates, not just on houses, but on vehicles and everything else that go into that. You have a lot of affordability. It's easy to get our goods. The interstates come together here in Knoxville. So, you know, a lot of from groceries are just a little bit lower than some other parts of Tennessee. So affordability is a very important piece of why so many people are choosing Knoxville, but it's not the most important piece, honestly, because Tennessee overall is affordable to begin with. The main reasons, in my opinion, that people are choosing Knoxville over other parts of the state of Tennessee, and that is that we have such an outdoor lifestyle. Here in Knoxville, Tennessee, we have a very unique combination: metropolitan area, affordability, and best of all, outdoor activities. You know, we are situated literally at the foothills of the Smoky Mountains. We're not in the mountains. that we are located in the valley below the mountains. And here's what that gives you. It gives you 45 minutes to an hour and a half, depending on where you're going into the Smoky Mountains, to be anywhere you want to be, have all the mountain that you want. You can do everything up there, the hiking, the camping, all those kind of great things, the trout fishing, you name it, it's right there in our back door. Please check out those videos on our YouTube channel. They go into detail about a lot of these outdoor activities, but to me, you move to East Tennessee, especially this Knoxville area, because you love the outdoors, you want to be active, you want to be able to enjoy that. You want to live in an area that has weather that you can get out and enjoy it. You know, if you're coming from Texas or you're South Florida or a lot of these other areas, the weather's so hot year round, you can't even get out and enjoy the natural beauty that's there, right? It's this combination, so it becomes just such an outdoor area because it does involve the weather. You know, you got to be in an area that has great seasons to get out and enjoy that, and you find that right here in Knoxville. And then lastly, one of the things I want to talk about is the community and culture of the area. You know, you're in the South and people still hold the door open for people. People still let people in line in traffic. People are still friendly with each other. And Knoxville is a really unique area because of this. We have so many people that are moving here that really want to embrace that Southern lifestyle and culture and the warmness of our area. And Knoxville is a great small southern city for that you'll find everybody here to be usually very, very welcoming. Even the folks who are new to the area, they want to be a part of it. That's why they chose Knoxville usually, you know. They weren't looking for the coldness, the big city of a Nashville or whatever. So you have this culture and community that's still here in Knoxville that people just love and are attracted to. It's a safe area. If you're watching this video and you haven't considered Knoxville seriously, you really need to do some deep dive into that and check that out. Now, I want to finish this video up by comparing Knoxville and talking a little bit in comparison to Chattanooga, you know, to Memphis and to Nashville, as many of you look, and even up to East Tennessee in the Johnson City area, because I know many of you are also considering those areas, and tell you why, in my opinion, I think Knoxville continues to outperform those areas and offers more than they do. So let's jump into that. So I've been telling you a lot about the positive things about Knoxville and why I think so many people are relocating to Knoxville when they're choosing to relocate to the state of Tennessee instead of the more traditional Nashville, Memphis areas. And there is real reason for that. So first, let's take a look at Nashville. That's the most popular, right? Well, over the last 10 years, Nashville's had a lot of changes take place. Now, obviously, Knoxville's changed and grown a lot during that period of time. I mean, you know, the center of the world for country music and that industry in general, moving to that area, which has changed a lot of its culture. The city has become such a major city that you do deal with some of the significant traffic issues and things like that and crime that you have in a major metropolitan area. Nashville has some of those, you know, those same issues. The political climate in Nashville has changed over the last 10 years. Now, if we compare Knoxville to Memphis, which, to be honest with you, we have a lot of people relocating from Memphis to Knoxville, but I very seldom have anyone that I'm working with that says that they're considering the Memphis area and the Knoxville area. They're very, very, very different. And Memphis also is a major city and has struggled compared to all of our other cities in the state of Tennessee. That's an area that struggled, you know, with crime and some of the other things that have gone on there. So, you know, normally that's not a city that we compete with here in Knoxville very much, I guess you could say, for you to be looking to move to. But you need to look into those areas. It's very flat, doesn't have the natural beauty, in my opinion, that you get in East Tennessee or even over in Middle Tennessee. The further you go west, the more you lose the topography and the natural beauty of the area, in my opinion. I think in most people's opinion when they look at the different areas. Now, what about Chattanooga? So we've done a video comparing Knoxville and Chattanooga. We may do another one in the future because Chattanooga is a great little town, to be honest with you. You know, our team sells property down there. We have team members down there, and it's a great small city. At the same time, when I compare the two, I still believe Knoxville has to win for multiple reasons. Chattanooga is an outdoor lover's paradise, I will say that, and so is Knoxville. So you're not going to lose out going to either one of them. But at the same time, our proximity to the Smoky Mountains, the foothills, to me is a deciding factor when you look at the outdoor activities we have. So I think there's a difference there, but it's a good area. I want to mention it. If you have an interest in there, do your research, reach out to us. We'll be glad to help you. I hope this video was useful in helping determine a little bit if you're looking at the state of Tennessee and understanding, if you're not, why so many people are moving if you're watching this. If you have questions, please put those in the comments. Be glad to answer those. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and found it helpful. Those are always encouraging. If you haven't subscribed, please do so below. It's very helpful to us to have you as a subscriber on the channel. Until next time, guys, I can't wait to see you around Knoxville really soon.